the police, these are places where everybody's in on it.
So it's just to see if you'll crack.
He gets driven to one of these ranches, these training camps, and it's not like, I remember seeing the Al Qaeda training camps where the guys are on the monkey bars and stuff like that. These are military compounds that are in the Sierras and in the mountains. There was a case recently where they thought they found these mass graves that turned out to be actually training camp. There were dead people there, but they found all these shoes that they were calling it Mexican Auschwitz. But what they actually found is a processing space. Like, you go there and they strip off all your clothes and your shoes and they leave them there because they give you new shoes because they don't want to be tracked. So it was one of those processing places. So then you end up in some of the training camps. He describes active duty military personnel training them in the hills. Mexican military personnel training them in the hills. Former special operators from Colombia. Some former special operators from Mexico.
Some from America as well, right?
There's rumors, and again, I've not talked directly to anybody that knows of that, that has had eyes on them, but there are rumors of at least 2 American specialists of some sort, because I've heard Delta Force and SEALs, and I don't know. But there is a clear communication of methods and technology. IEDs are a thing in Mexico now. Like IEDs are very reminiscent of things that you would see in Afghanistan and Iraq. And the only way that they come over here is not from an Afghani or an Iraqi coming over and showing us how to do IEDs. It's probably an EOD tech of some sort from the U.S. that has some experience, that doesn't know how to make some of these. That's one place where they were learning their trade craft. Another one is Colombia. Colombian operators have been showing up in weird parts of the world fighting. I mean, they're in the Ukrainian war right now, learning about drone technology. Some of the operators from Mexico that went to fight in the Ukrainian front are now back in Mexico, showing the cartels what they learned about drone warfare in the Ukraine war.
Whoa!
So this kid describes this training camp where it's the army. People are marching around. People are in uniform. People are getting trained, and they'll get people brought into this training camp and like, hey, let's see if you're worthy, and they'll give you a gun and like kill them.
Just kill some random person.
Yeah, and this kid describes how that's the first dude he killed, just an unarmed dude that he was dragged into that camp.
So they just drag a dude just to see if you're capable of taking someone's life.
I think he was one of the guys that tried to run. Because it's like the military, but they'll kill you there if you fuck up, or they'll beat you, flog you. It is a job. It is like a structured job. You get money paid to you every quincena, every 15 days, and a bonus at the end of the month. You get equipment. You get selected for certain activities. He was selected for tank duty, and they sent him on this fucking tank to fight in the hills. Some people get selected to manage some of their drugstores. Some people get managed to just be lookouts. But it's a giant network of people that they've managed to create for themselves in this region, this new generation cartel. It's one of the largest and fastest growing cartels in Mexico, and it is now probably operating all over Mexico.
And recruiting people on TikTok.
Most of their recruiting is through TikTok, yes. Openly, and again, it's not. You don't have to search for it. It's there. People smugglers advertise on TikTok constantly as well. Like, they'll have videos of people here in Texas that went through the border recently, and with a newspaper, like, "Hey, I'm in Texas now. Look at the newspaper." And like they were in Mexico like a few hours later, a few hours before, with the newspaper, and like, "This is Saul. Saul is the best smuggler out there. Hire him for like a safe crossing." This is on TikTok. I mean, it's in the open. It's people,
wild.
People don't realize how big of a tool that's being utilized in Mexico as a recruiting tool. It's a propaganda tool as well. That's what they'll talk shit to each other through that medium.
How did this kid get out?
He ran. I think he managed to prove himself a bit, and he managed to get the favor of one of their leaders, and he told them like, "Hey, I know you don't want to be here. Leave your shit and run, I guess. Don't come back. Don't look back.
Also, they let him run.
They let him run. But not everybody gets that opportunity.
So it was just somebody who liked him, maybe?
He said he worked well in that organization. He got favor, and eventually said, I have a wife and a kid that I need to get back to. Is there a way? They let him go.
How long was he being held?
I think he said something about 6 or 8 months. And he went through some shit. Most of what he went through was in the border between Jalisco and Zacatecas, where the Mayos are trying to fight over that territory. It's basically one of the corridors up into the border region of Mexico, through Mexico. So that's, people are always fighting over these regions. He came back with PTSD, hearing loss. And again, all of these things are unknown. Like, he's a Mexican kid without health insurance. How is he going to know any of these things?
Right.
When I talked to him for a bit, he was like, "Oh, that makes sense." I was like, "Yeah. Do you drink a lot?" "Yeah." "Oh, I know why. I used to drink a shit ton." Nightmares? Yeah. Like rage moments? Yeah. Like, this sounds like you have PTSD, dude. Like, sit down. But he's like one in 1,000, thousands of kids like that out there who've gone through some of these things, both on the military and police side and also the cartel side. Highly traumatized individuals but there's nothing for them down there. If they talk about what they did, they're in trouble. If they look for help, there's no help out there. So this kid is trying to reform his life with all this fucking damage in him. He lost his family. Wow. That he fought so much to get back to. Which is, it's